we finally made it. We got canceled. For those who were wondering what happened, ironically speaking, my break from social media had nothing to do with the canceling.
I know, and everybody thought it was.
Exactly. So I went off socials 2 days after the charity event. So that was June 8th.
Mm-hmm.
And I get an email June 11th saying that I did not follow the terms and conditions.
Those terms and conditions.
No details, no nothing.
Yeah.
And it's 286 pages. So take your pick.
What?
Yeah. So which one?
Are you serious?
I kid
Yo,
you
I
not.
would have just ran that through ChatGPT.
No, but I did the
Give me a summary,
appeal.
bro.
I told them just because what happened is when they canceled me, they literally kicked me out. And everything was connected. My personal Spotify was connected.
Which is odd.
My multiverse podcast was connected. And Saint and Sinners podcast was connected. So I just find the timing impeccable.
It was. I thought it was a joke when you sent me the
No, it wasn't. Because we were talking about rebranding, redoing something new.
Yeah.
And then, somebody was like, let me confirm, you will be doing something
the
new.
universe, forced your hand.
And because of that, because a lot of people ask me, why is it now Saint and Sinners production? Because I didn't want to lose the logo. Love the logo. It was always my umbrella anyway for the clothes, the DJing, the events.
Mm-hmm.
And I have so many logos everywhere.
So that's what I said. I was like, what is he going to do?
No. So it's the production.
You see?
And then
work smarter, not harder.
Exactly. And now I separated everything, cleaned up everything, and hopefully
A new page.
Yeah, a new chapter, new book, whatever you want to call it.
A new book.
We'll see. We'll see. But like I said, I'm not going to be doing more than 3 people at a time.
Quieter.
Ideally 2 people go deeper into conversations.
Yes.
I'm going to try to be more organized.
Ooh, we've been saying this for like
5
years.
5 years. But now I feel like, okay, we're here now.
I think we've grown a little bit.
And I feel like this room is more adequate for that.
It feels that way.
Yeah.
It does feel that way. It's true. It has this vibe that the other rooms didn't have. The first one was very close. And I don't know.
The audio one.
Yeah. And then there was the other one, the last one. It was very open.
Yeah.
So.
Too loud.
It was too loud. Yeah, it did. It felt a little bit impersonal sometimes.
Makes sense.
Like I felt that way. I thought I was the only one, but I felt like it felt a little bit impersonal.
No, I agree. But I realize the importance of spacing.
Yeah.
Especially on podcasting is very important.
It's very important. Even the angles.
I had to perfect that too. It took me a couple of tries to get the angles right here.
Like I know I gained a little weight, but those double chins, bro.
The cameras were very...
unforgiving?
Yes.
Shit.
Yes.
And it was funny because I was like, man, we go on camera when I gain weight.
Well, we can't really control that.
Well, no, I can. It's called eat less. But anyways, I'm back on my regime.
But you seem very nice.
Oh, thank you. I've been really good. Like I think I started 3 weeks ago. Been like very, very dedicated.
Okay.
Trying to be very disciplined. I think I'm like enough of the procrastinating.
But you've always been a disciplined person.
Yes, I have been. But I think, again, like what we were talking about, like podcasts ago and this podcast that no longer exists. I went through some changes that I wasn't expecting. And I think I just felt like I wanted to be a victim a bit, and pout. Sometimes I get like that. I'm like, whatever. Pout. And I was just like, no, enough is enough. I don't like this. It's not who I am. Like I've always been very go-getter, disciplined. Well, that's a far stretch. I'm not that much of a go-getter. But I'm disciplined about getting what I want. And I was like, okay, it's time to like focus on my health.
So can I ask you, are you happy?
I am happy. I can actually answer that. I am happy in my personal life. In my professional life, I feel like right now it's a growing curve. I'm in an in-between.
Okay.
There was a time, like I think a few months ago, where I was really unhappy about it. And I didn't really see it going anywhere. Right now, I feel a little bit more hopeful. Things are kind of picking up a bit. So I'm kind of like on that momentum. So I want to be there. And I think that also helped me be like, hey, you got to motivate yourself. Just because certain things are not aligning with what you want doesn't mean you have to lose focus of yourself. And then I'm just going to be unhappy with how I look. I'm going to be unhappy in my personal space. So I was like, no, it's not. Enough
So you
is
took
enough.
control over your.
Yeah. Yeah, I did. Crazy. I was like, enough is, what is this? I'm nobody's victim.
But what was the trigger? What made you realize or notice that?
Oh, I'm going to be very honest. It was a picture
Of?
of me.
Okay.
It was a picture of me. And I saw it and it shocked me so much that I was like, okay, that's not body dysmorphia. Now, I was just being in denial. Like, I'm like, no, that is not acceptable. Like, health wise, you know what I mean? Especially like,
You like gained weight compared to that picture.
oh, no. That was the picture that I was like, yo, that's intense.
Oh,
that's
okay.
a lot. That's too much. And people were like, no, you don't look like that in real life. I don't care. That was enough to frighten me. I was like, no, I have to stop this right now. I have to like get back into a healthier weight because it affects my all my articulation, all my bones and stuff like that. Already that sometimes. So I'm like, no, we're not doing that. So the last 3 weeks I've been doing intermittent fasting, what I used to do, but now I'm doing it a little bit healthier. So my window is more doable and healthier.
What, 8:16?
Yeah, exactly. And I do it, I think it's, so I do it switch around. Sometimes I'll like fast an extra hour or something like that. But usually it's like 8 p.m. I stop eating everything and then to the next day at 12. So, and I feel good. I feel it. I feel the energy was amazing. The energy boost was there in the first week. So the pounds are dropping very slow.
So your goal here is losing weight.
It's losing weight, taking that weight off the bones.
Do you weigh yourself regularly?
No, I do not.
It's not a bad thing.
No, because I used to, right? Like people don't know this about me, but when I was in high school and my teenagers, I battled a little bit with anorexia.
Oh.
So I wouldn't eat anything. The only thing I would eat was fries at lunch. That was it.
Part of a healthy diet.
Yeah, right? I used to only have lunch and that was it. And there was fries and I still thought I was fat. And it was so strange because I was like, I always looked at the mirror and the body dysmorphia was a really big thing. And I always used to think I was fat. And then when I would go see my family members and stuff like that at get-togethers, they were like, oh my God, you're so skinny, you're so skinny. So I would always layer up. But yet I still thought I was not skinny.
Yeah.
It was insane. So it was a mental struggle. And I think even like in my young adult life too, like I struggle with that, like the numbers, the just always weighing myself and stressing about it, that I was like, okay, enough is enough.
But is this like personal pressure or social pressure, family pressure?
My grandmother was very critical. And it didn't come from a place of malice, but I think they were the type of people that saw that, if you get fat, you're going to get sick. It's unhealthy. You won't, you're eating things that are not supposed to be eating. So my grandma was very critical. It's like, oh, you gained weight. Oh, you're like this. You can never win. Either you're too skinny, you're too fat, you're all this. So she was very critical. Again, I don't think it was in a malicious way, but when you're young, you're very impressionable. So that really stuck to me. And I think I still battle with it sometimes, if I'm being honest.
The battle with
Like
your grandmother
weight.
or your weight?
No, like the weight. And yeah, sometimes I hear my grandma's voice. Sometimes like, oh my God. She still does it to this day. She saw me. Oh my goodness.
I feel every girl has this type of battle with a family member.
It's true.
I could say my daughter's with her grandmother, mom's side.
See?
And it's all about one comment she did when she was probably 7.
Yeah. And it sticks with
forever. It's still a trigger.
Mm-hmm.
But again, like, it's understandable, I guess. Especially as a kid, you always want to please your parents, grandparents.
Yeah, I think so.
And it's really hard when they always come with negative reinforcement instead of positive reinforcement.
Yes, but that was back then, right?
Yeah.
They wanted to scare you. They wanted to
Was that it?
I think so. I think fear was a big driver.
Oh, yes.
Like back
It's
then.
motivation.
Nobody had time to be kind and loud, like straight to the facts.
The opposite of what today. Participation medals and...
Oh, yeah. Well, that's another extreme that I don't fully agree. I think sometimes we need a little bit of realism in life. Mm-hmm. I find a lot of kids right now are very delusional. And this coming from a person that can be delusional.
It takes one to know one.
Exactly.
But delusion how?
I think they have a lot of entitlement. This is from my personal experiences, right? Through work and all this, and I'm dealing with a certain age groups. And I find the younger, it's like some of them have a sense of, I don't know if entitlement's the right word. I think it's because, we were raised by most of us like immigrants, they came from, a tough past, tough background. They come here, they want to give their children everything. But we still had both worlds, right? We still knew that it could be tough. And then we're like, we don't want to do that with our kids, some of us. And then it's kind of like you you make them very capricious, capricieux. You kind of like protect them, overprotect them. And then they have this feeling like everything will go their way. Everything is like the way they want it to be. And then when it's not, that's where you see the attitude, you see the disrespect, and it comes across as entitlement. So I think that's the difference. Mind you, there's people our age that are entitlement, but they're entitled. That's a whole different story.
But I feel like the people our age that are in that wave is because they're being influenced by the younger generation.
Really?
I see it. Okay, so if I put it in the dating world, for example, right? Women, and again, I'm generalizing, don't kill me here. I have
too far to kill you right now.
No, because I often generalize, that is true. But these are observations and what friends of mine have witnessed and told me and shared. So if I draw the typical divorcee in her late 30s, 40s, they become these ultra independent women, going to the gym, fully independent. They don't need a man.
Right.
They know their what they want from a relationship, and there's no deal. Like, there's nothing to actually, there's no gray. It's or black or very white.
Yeah, very much.
Yet, if you talk to them 10 years prior, they were that classical, our age, looking for a husband, having kids.
Yeah.
Once that box was checked out and once they get single, they look at all the single people out there and they take their energy.
Like they mimic it.
Exactly.
You think they do it subconsciously? Or just consciously, they're actually actively deciding to do that.
I realized this when I took a break from social media this year.
Oh, yes.
Right? I took 2 months off. The first day I came back, I wanted to close it again.
Right?
Because I found myself jumping and looking at people's lives that I really didn't give a flying fuck.
Right. Yeah.
And I'm like, why do I care about these people?
We don't.
And I didn't. But yet I was finding myself
looking. But it is comparison. It's actually said it's the human disease. Comparison is the human disease. We are constantly doing it since we're little.
But I'm not even comparing. I'm just, I think
we're forced to even.
I guess. But in my case, it was mostly just curiosity and intrigue. And then always trying to figure out, is she really happy? Did she pay for that trip? Did he do this? It's jumping. Oh yeah,
that analysis.
Exactly. Okay, compared to before, I didn't know anything.
And it's beautiful.
Yeah. Like, it was great. Like, if somebody didn't call me to tell me, I didn't know.
Exactly. It's a beautiful feeling.
A friend of mine told me, he's like, oh, our friend is having a second child. Congratulations.
I had no idea.
Right? And then I went on social media and he had all those corny pictures of, his daughter kissing the belly with the echography, the picture. I'm like, come on, man. It's something private. Leave it for yourself.
That's true. People don't leave it for themselves anymore.
Exactly. So that's why I pretty much cleaned up everything. I'm like, I'm going to try my very best. So I'm muting. Already I muted 90% of people.
I've joined that bandwagon. It's horrible.
I can't.
Unmute it.
But now I'm muting even in my feed. Before it was stories.
Yeah, I do everything. Mute.
And it's nothing personal to anybody. It's just no.
Like, I keep the people I like because, I'd like to stay in the loop somewhat. But like what I used to be on social media to what I am now is...
You've changed a lot.
It's black and white.
You literally...
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I remember when I met you, you weren't into social media that much. But you had your very creative, artistic side.
Mm-hmm.
Now I don't see it anymore.
Well, I do, but it's grown-up coloring. I don't know. I don't know, you might have been off socials. But
probably was.
My Shy had made a reel about like me actually coloring.
Oh, no, I didn't see it.
Yeah. So that's my new thing. I've always loved like art and coloring and drawing and all that stuff. And then I started to see on TikTok, like these grown women, men coloring, like these cute little coloring books with these markers and stuff like that. And then I was like, you know what, let me give it a go. And I totally fell in love with just the art and the colors and just drawing and shading and all that stuff. It just reawoken that on me. And it actually stresses me. So I love that. And I'm just like, yeah, I color.
So is it considered as your hobby now?
It is one of my hobbies, yeah. Yeah.
What else is your
my podcast?
Yeah, well, that too, yes.
I think that's pretty much it. I don't think I have other hobbies, to be very honest. I watch crime documentaries all the time. I listen to crime podcasts.
So everything that have to do with crime.
Well, yeah, murders and stuff like that. And it's funny because I was very curious about that because sometimes, like, I would be like, something me, like, why does this intrigue me so much? And I actually looked it up, and actually, it's a psychological thing. Why women like crime documentaries and stuff like that.
So it's mostly a women thing?
It's mostly women, and it's actually a psychological thing. I didn't know this, but it is. So basically, women have more of a tendency to put themselves in the victim's shoes. And it's almost like we are trying to face our fears by actually watching this and kind of having that front row seat of like what is happening. And it's like your whole brain is just kind of like to kind of take your power type of thing. It's really strange. And I was just like, I thought about it and I was like, that does make sense because most murders are women. Not all, but the majority are,
really
acts of violence towards women. Yeah. Majority of more murders are women that are the victims. And it's insane. Like most serial killers, the big ones, it was all women, right? So it's pretty frightening. And it's just like we like to just watch and like face our fear. Like, like we don't want to be that. We don't want to be that victim. Face our fears and watch this stuff. I still shit bricks, man, when I watch some of these. Some of these are horrifying. But it's just an intrigue I have. It's just it's just their psychology, like people get this way. That's crazy. Anyways, what was the point of me talking about this? Oh, my hobbies.
Yeah.
These
You're
are
very
crazy
deep
hobbies.
into the hobbies. But this is actually very interesting because I would have never guessed it's because of that.
Me neither. But it does make sense because I feel like as women, we grew up in a very, look, I'm not going to speak for all women, but I think the majority of women, we always have this looming fear of something happening to us, right? That's out of our control. Like walking alone at night, we always have that fear that follows us. It never goes away.
Why do you think that is?
I think it's from what we've heard, right? Of all of the history of all the things that have happened to women, it's just we're much more vulnerable, if we're talking generally, biologically, technically, we are physically weaker. And I think it's followed us because of everything that's happened to women, suppressing and being victims of violence and stuff like that. So it's like it's always there, always feeling like we're being objectified or, someone is looking at us inappropriately.
So has it ever happened to you?
Being sexually...
Not necessarily sexually. It could be anything.
Of course. Many instances.
So you've already walked at night and felt...
yeah. Oh, yeah. You feel like someone's following you.
But was there?
I've always been pretty vigilant and I was never alone. I always had someone to pick me up or, I parked very close to wherever I was out going to. It was usually for school. I did get followed once. I think I told you this. Yeah, I was followed once when I was a teenager, when I was 15. That freaked me out. Because I remember I noticed it right away. And then I was like, okay, well, I'm going to go to the library. It's a public place. I'll lose him there. So I burnt a few minutes there. Then I saw, oh, he's not behind me. And I left. As I crossed the street, he crossed the street. So I said, you know what? Just keep calm. I continued my walk. And there was this woman that was with her dogs. And I just started talking to her. And I saw the guy getting in the car and driving away. And then I stayed with the lady and she kind of realized, she's like, is everything okay? And I was like, I think there was a man following me. So she said, do you want me to walk you home? I was like, no, it's okay. Like, I live like right over there. I should be okay. I'll just wait a few more minutes with you. She was like, of course, no problem.
But wait, he got into his car.
Yeah, and then he left when he saw me talking to the lady.
But his car was already there.
It was across the street, not too far.
Okay. So is there a chance that he was just walking to his car?
I really hope that's the case.
Yeah.
I really
No,
hope
I'm just
so.
wondering because what are the odds that his car was on the
Right.
path of him walking,
Right.
getting to the car?
So I was just like, oh, hopefully that's what's the case.
Because I believe there is freaks out there.
Yeah, for sure.
Don't get
I
me
didn't
wrong.
take a chance.
Yeah.
in
No,
that
for sure.
instance. Yeah, I
It's
didn't
better
take a
be
chance.
sure than sorry. But I'm like, now that we're so paranoid,
Yeah.
and because this goes back to that stupid thing, like, would you prefer the bear or the man?
Oh yeah.
Type of thing, and like,
yeah.
and these women are, again, choosing the bear for me is just crazy.
Because I think from maybe the way you see it, literally, of course, the bear will kill you. But that's not what people are saying. They're saying that they rather be killed by an animal who knows nothing vicious, because there are worse things than actually being killed.
Okay, but me, I take it from a mathematical point of view.
Absolutely.
The chances of a bear not killing you are 2%.
Exactly.
A man not killing you or graping you or whatever it is probably, let's just exaggerate and say 50-50.
Mm-hmm.
You can, let's just say, even if he had the intention to harm you, you can, negotiate in a way. You can find a way to run away. You can, you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. Like, even if you go with the odds, I would go with the man anytime. Right?
But again, you've lived your life as a man. As a woman, I do understand what they're saying. And it's because there are, again, from what we've experienced in life, what we've seen, what we've read, right? All of these, like me, all of these murders and stuff, and some of the horrible things that they do, like, it's unspeakable. Like, some of them, I was like, oh my God, how do people even think up these things? So I can understand what they're saying in this analogy that I'd rather be killed by an animal.
But are those the exceptions or are those the norm?
It's hard to tell. A lot of people are going to come here. Like, the thing is, it's like, I don't want to be that person that's like, I hate men. I don't hate men. I love men. You know what I mean? It's just that I also see the reality that there's a lot of bad things that happen to women at the hands of men. You know what I mean? And it's happened for hundreds of years, and it keeps happening right now.
Do you think there's more bad things happening from men to women than good things?
No, I wouldn't say it's more. No, I don't think so. I
don't even think it's
sad.
close.
I just think it's sad that it
when
still
it happens.
Exists. Yeah, that it's
no, but
still
it
happening.
would always exist.
It always will.
War still exists.
Yeah, for sure.
Whatever governments or thieves or gangsters, whatever you want to call the bad people of this world, will always exist. But now to come and claim, especially us sitting in comfort in Canada, right? Saying that, yes, it does happen, but like, what's the number here in Canada, let's just say, of men killing women?
I wouldn't know. I don't
think
know
it would be
facts.
close to 1%.
I think it would be a bit more.
No, you're talking about domestic violence. I'm talking about killing.
But I think it would be a little bit more than 1%.
You think?
I think so. Because a lot of them are not... Because a lot of them are not purposely done. It's manslaughter, right? They'll beat them and then they accidentally kill them. You know what I mean? Because of their strength. That's happened. That's happened a lot.
I can imagine.
So I think that kind of raises the percentage.
So you think out of 40 million people, out of the 40 million in Canada, we're at least 30 to 40% under the age of 18.
Mm-hmm.
So that's already eliminating the population, 50%. And out of the other 50 of adults, half, if not more, are women.
Mm-hmm.
So that gives you a quarter. Out of that quarter, you're telling me there's like a 50-50, 30, for it to be more than 1%, I'm talking about here, right? If you take of the population.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that's why, because if I can name all the men I know, none of them has killed a woman. No, but if you go with the math.
I know.
And again, I'm not saying it does not exist. It does exist. And you have to be careful. I'm a father to a daughter.
Yeah.
For sure, 100%, I want her to be, safe.
Of course.
But to come and say in Canada, Montreal, like, if you go and walk in the darkest alleys, in the darkest neighborhoods here, maybe.
Well, yeah. A lot of times it's the situations that people put themselves in. Absolutely. A lot of times that's a big factor. But I don't know. I just feel like it's a shame that it's still happening. But going back, I think what was it that I was trying to say? I don't want to be that person. What?
That hates men.
Yeah. So it's just, I don't even remember what I was going to say, but something intelligent.
Having difficulty of focusing today, yeah?
Yeah. My brain has been really lazy.
Really? You're still on vacation.
I'm still coloring.
Yeah, I get, but you still have to think on that, no? You have to be focused.
But it's like a, shades and stuff and like light and where that comes from. That's cool. It made me relearn and remember things that I had learned in like art classes and stuff like that. But anyways, I don't even remember. What were we going with this?
No, we were just
Just
thinking
about women.
the state of mind of being happy, being a woman in today's society. What
the man and the bear.
Yeah, no. I'm going through like the hot topics lately on social.
This has been a while though. That stuff. But I don't know. There's this TikTok. I think it's called is he the red flag guy or something? So it's like the thing that I don't understand. Maybe you've seen it before you were off social media. Did you stay on TikTok? You were still on TikTok.
TikTok is my favorite place.
But it depends on your algorithm. But I see a lot of people, mainly women, and what they do is they secretly record their boyfriends, husbands, whatever, and they catch these moments and they post it, and then everybody comments, "Oh, this guy's a red flag." You know what I mean? And then there's this TikToker who basically kind of, she calls out these people are red flags and stuff like that. I'm just like, what does that say about you? You know what I mean? Like you're condoning the behavior, you're continuing to stay, and yet you post these. Like why do people do the things that they do? Why?
Victimhood.
Sorry?
That's victimhood. That's the new currency right now.
What is it called?
Victimhood.
Victimhood.
Yeah.
Yo, this is the first time I've heard this.
Yeah. It's like,
so explain.
For them, being a victim is a good currency now. Like it's not my fault. I'm a victim to the situation. I was trying my best, and this is how we treat me.
Okay.
Right? So it's like the cousin, or it's the child of entitlement.
Yeah.
Right? We came with entitlements, and bad things come, and then you're a victim, and then voila.
You don't take accountability. I'm sure there are people that are assholes out there. But the thing is, we're only seeing one-sided things, right?
But we're all assholes put in different situations,
right,
under different lights.
Yes.
Now, the why and the how are very important here.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if I have somebody that's constantly nagging me, provoking me, pushing me down, now the most stoic solution would be just walk away.
Yeah.
Right?
Not everybody does that.
But we're emotional creatures. Sometimes we explode. Sometimes we walk away and disappear. Sometimes, and the only thing I don't like about these videos on TikTok, on social media, is everybody's trying to find that moment of that person in its worst. Right? Look at what I'm living with. This guy is not listening.
Like the highlight reel of like the doom and gloom.
Exactly. And then you use it as saying, I'm leaving his ass, or I deserve this because of that.
But you know what I think? I think a lot of these people do this to validate that, oh yeah, like this is true. This is what it is. And then kind of showing that person, well, look. Kind of like, do you remember that group that was, oh my God, what was it? We had spoken about it once on the pod.
Are we dating the same guy?
Yes. So I don't know if that still exists.
Yes, it does.
There's an app.
Yes.
There's an app
now.
The
T something.
Yes, apparently, but that got...
They got hacked.
They got hacked, yeah.
And that's the irony of it all.
But
I'm
still on the fence about that, if that's okay or not.
Which part?
Of having that app. Like, is it ethical? Would you think it's ethical?
Again,
is that glorifying victimhood?
Is it? Because I have to see what's inside. But if it's like the group, are we dating the same guy? The purpose originally of that group on Facebook was to protect women with women,
which is,
right?
Is good.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, and then it became this Rotten Tomato reviewing of men.
Yes.
Right? I'm just dating this guy. Just want to know if anybody knows him. Was he, and that's crazy to me that you would go and ask for strangers' opinions.
Right.
On a guy that you barely met. And if this person, imagine if the girl that sees the picture of this guy that she really liked, and she sees that picture, and she's not going to come and say, yo, he was amazing and I was toxic and that's why he left me.
And you're getting her version. You're getting the one side.
Or you could get the haters. You could get anything, because when I was looking at the reviews, it's crazy. There was this picture I remember like it was yesterday. This guy was holding a dog with one hand.
Oh yes, I saw this and how he was holding the dog.
Yeah, but it was a little tiny puppy.
He doesn't fuck well.
No, they were saying, imagine when he's gonna grab your.
Oh my goodness.
I'm like, what is the correlation?
Exactly. People just.
Oh, and they're like they were making fun of his style and everything like that.
And
I'm
that's
like,
not right.
It's not right.
That's not right.
What did you expect?
I don't think they would appreciate that if that was, roles reversed, right? Like men doing that to women. I think they're coming from different places, obviously.
But we men, we actually already do this. We just don't create a Facebook group about it. Like my rules of 1 degree of separation, when I meet somebody and I start considering them seriously, I'm like, oh, I'm seeing this person. I'm not saying this because I want them to know.
Right.
I want them to know in case they know something I don't know.
Right.
But the only thing that's important for me is my group.
Right.
Like if everybody has a past, in some stories, I am the villain. If you ask certain people.
Absolutely.
I would love to believe and hope that the majority of people you would ask, it would be a positive review.
Yeah.
But for sure, I can't have 100% of success.
No.
Or else I wouldn't be single today.
We're human.
Right? No, but that's it. So now I'm just looking for somebody that would appreciate me and my fuck ups.
Yep.
Simply put. Now, keep in mind, I haven't committed any crimes, any physical or mental abuse or, theft or whatever it is. We can...
Tell that to Spotify.
I haven't followed the terms and conditions, it seems. But that's what's crazy about all this. And everybody's like, actually yesterday, 2 days ago, somebody told me, they were surprised that I wasn't in that group. But I was like, I have a pod. Like, just listen. You pretty much have me as an open book.
Exactly.
And wouldn't you want to know on your own type of thing? Like, I understand if you're having doubts, right? And the guy's suspicious and you want to just make sure. And what's the purpose? To make sure if he's not seeing somebody else?
Yeah.
I'm like, but most of those people that are posting those pictures on those groups, they met them from a dating app. You actually think both ways. He's or she's the only one you're seeing, or you
gotta be realistic, right?
Like if you don't have that conversation of exclusivity,
exactly, you can't assume.
You can't assume, and you can't expect them to be exclusive to you when you're not being exclusive to them.
Well, that's true. People have these like one-sided standards. Is that? I don't even know how.
Yeah, it's a one-way standard. I guess,
there you go. A lot of that.
But again, and this doesn't even in the dating sphere. Forget about that. Working sphere, personal sphere, family sphere, everything.
I just think everybody nowadays needs validation for everything. They need to be validated constantly because we've gotten so used to the validity of social media. It's like I feel like I was a victim to that word. I think it's the key word today. Victimhood, victimization. I feel like I did do that. I tried to validate myself so much, and now I actually see.
How are you doing that?
I think at the beginning it was just for fun, and maybe deep down it was a little bit for validity, but because I was prideful and I was like, no, I'm too good for that. But I think deep down as human beings, we do want to feel validated on a certain level, right? And I think I did that lightly with social media. First, it was with my photography, people like my photography and stuff like that. Then when I started to do photo shoots and stuff like that, that's where it took a turn, right? And then TikTok, and then I had
So you like the attention?
Yes. And then it became like, oh, this is fun. Like, why not? And it gives you this, it gives you a confidence, but it's not real. It's not a real confidence. Like I realize it's not real because it's like, I'm like, I can't only love myself when other people love me. And I think that's something that I had to learn. Like I think I'm currently learning. Like I love myself. Like I love who I am. But I think I had conditions. And I was like, no, you can't do that. I can't. And I'm still working on that shit. You know what I mean? I can't just love myself because everybody else, when they look at me, they're like, oh, you're so beautiful. You're this, blah, blah, blah. And then when you're not, or you don't feel like you are, or you put in a few pounds or God knows what. And it's like, why do you not love yourself anymore? You can't have that type of condition. It's like so toxic. you're going to constantly try to validate yourself, you'll always constantly be unhappy. So I'm like, no, I validate myself, you know? Don't always look good. That's okay. Gotta really be like, what do you like about yourself? Okay.
That's very mature of you.
I'm trying.
But most people I met lately all find exterior purposes why they don't have what they expect to have, or why they're not. It's always somebody else's fault.
This is not true.
Right? And that's why astrology and all this bullshit is taking such a, it's not in the stars yet.
Mm-hmm.
And then these people have these vision boards, and like I find it super cute and very hobby-esque.
Right.
But to find validity or purpose or truth in it is crazy to me.
I like to think that a lot of people hold on to that as hope. And if that's what they're doing, hope is good. Hope is fine. That's great. But if that is your only tangible, like, ticket to validity, we have a problem. There's something seriously flawed there. And you're always going to be unhappy. Like, for me, I think when I felt like I was, we'll say, my hottest, my everything, was I super happy? No, I wasn't. I was not happy. I could say that I was not fully happy. And I remember there was a pod and you had asked me, are you happy? And I paused and I asked the question and I repeated the question and you were like, And I kind of was like, no, blah, 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 go around it. But the truth is, it made me ponder. And I was like, if you're pondering, you're not happy. And now that, in comparison, when you asked me the question, I asked, like you asked, and I said it, I am happy. But it's because of that illusion that I had that if you look, I met everything. I was the weight I wanted. I could wear what I wanted. I looked the way that I wanted. I felt the way that I wanted. But yet I wasn't happy. And it didn't make sense. And then it was like there was something deeper.
Was it correlated with pressure? Social expectations or your expectations?
I think it was a mixture of a lot of things. I was, you're getting older and there was things that I wanted. And I was like, I had this kind of cover up of like, I don't need nobody. I'm Miss Independent. I'm all these amazing things. And that's fine. But that doesn't mean that I don't need something. It's like, I don't need it. I want it. I wanted it. You know what I mean? I wanted the relationship. I wanted to kind of grow in a certain direction. And and now that I am, I'm like, this is happiness. Like, you have more of a carefree attitude. Like, okay, so what if I put on a few pounds? I feel happier.
But your weight is clearly an issue.
It is, but yes, because I want to fit in certain clothes. I'm like, I don't want to buy them my whole wardrobe. Times are tough. I want to fit in some shit. And also because of the fact that I do feel it, and it does cause me a little bit more achy, and it's not good as I get older either, right? So my grandmother on my dad's side and my father are they're diabetic type 2. So the minute that you start gaining weight, I'm scared that might be a thing. And I already have an autoimmune disease. I don't want another one. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm trying to be like, I'm a little vain, but at the same time ethical.
Yeah. You sound a bit worried or scared. Of not necessarily the fear in its proper term, but meaning that you're worried that if you just let go or you don't focus,
it is a fear. It is a fear. You called it. It is a fear. Absolutely, it's a fear. 100%. Because I know what it's like not to feel good, and then I'm like, I don't want to go and feel even worse. Like, why would I want to do that?
Yeah, but you should listen to your body.
Exactly, and that's what I'm doing now. It's like, enough is enough. Like, I've been trying to get myself moving and I just never had that motivation. And I remember Shai and he would talk to me about these things. And I was like, I know you're trying to motivate me, but I am a very stubborn person. And if motivation doesn't come from me, it will not go anywhere.
Something I learned this summer.
Yeah.
Fuck motivation. You need discipline.
Exactly. Because motivation, you can't find it anywhere. It has to literally come from you. And I think, like you said, motivation comes because of discipline.
But that's it. Like, focus on your discipline.
Exactly.
When you focus on motivation, I want to be I'm trying to.
But you're motivated
but if
by
you're
the
disciplined,
focus.
When you do the things you don't want to do because you have to do them, motivation will eventually come.
Exactly.
But if you're waiting for motivation to have discipline, you'll never happen. It will never happen.
Exactly. It's like a locomotive. At first it's like, you know what I mean? And then you start feeding the coal. It's a discipline, and then it starts moving, and then once it's moving, it keeps
eventually
going.
It picks up.
Exactly. And it keeps going. And that's what it is. I had to find my own motivation because I became disciplined. I said enough is enough. Like I turned the page and that was it. I'm very, very disciplined.
You are.
Very. Like my boyfriend eats like a million times a day. And I love food. I love cooking. I love baking. All of these things. The minute it touches, it's like 8 o'clock. He eats ice cream next to me, whatever, blah, blah. I'm like, no, I'm good. It's in my head. Now that it's in my head, it's in my head. It's done deal because this is for me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not depriving myself of anything. I have a window that I can eat all of those things. They're not going to change in taste if I eat them tomorrow, or you know what I mean?
But even that, my approach, because now I'm on a carnivore diet.
Oh, shit. Nice.
Actually, a very good decision I took.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on my 3rd week now.
Okay.
Finishing. I'm starting my 4th, or like
Right.
I'm getting to my 4th week. Lost about 12 pounds.
That's amazing.
But I didn't do it for the weight.
The energy?
No. The first thing that I heard that got my attention was for the inflammation.
Oh.
So I was like, I don't know what's going on with my knees and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Let me try. And I've tried everything. Vegan, vegetarian, regular,
Right.
fasting.
Mm-hmm.
And then I saw the carnivore diet and I was like, okay. I had a friend of mine do it, but he did it's called the animal diet. It's not the carnivore.
Oh, like
where
they
you
can
have
eat other things.
fruits and meat. So
Oh.
before I started anything, I jumped into the rabbit hole, checked.
Yeah, do your homework.
Podcasts, books, documentaries, whatever. And they're like, listen, just try it for 30 days and see. This is what you should expect. The pitfalls, the ups and downs.
Mm-hmm.
Because what happens is your body's transforming now.
Right.
Us regular people that eat everything, we mostly use carbs as energy.
Mm-hmm.
And fat we store for winters, whatever. That's
Yeah.
our. So when you go on a carnivore diet, you have no more carbs. So your body transforms and all of a sudden starts using fat.
Right.
That's why carnivore diet is about 70 to 60% fat
Mm-hmm.
and 30% protein.
Right.
And it takes about 2 to 3 weeks, up to 6 weeks, depending on the person.
Right.
And you can see variations and this and that. But I was like, okay, let me see. One thing I can tell you, on a carnivore diet, you sleep like a baby. There's 2 other friends of mine that started it too. And some people, I was lucky the first week and a half, because this is where I realized I was very disciplined. Once I decided I was doing it, I cleaned up the fridge,
There you go.
got like this $250 piece of meat from Costco. And I cut maybe about 22 to 23 steaks.
My gosh.
And I was like, okay, this is what I have to do because there's no more oils, no nothing. It's only butter,
Yeah, butter. And you can eat
beef
eggs.
tallow, eggs, red meat.
Okay.
And you can eat the other things. But
Other
mainly
things.
chicken, fish,
Okay.
whatever. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to focus on red meat. And once in a while, because I was worried I was going to get fed up of steaks
Yeah.
and, whatever, hamburger meat and stuff like that.
Makes sense.
You can have cheese.
Yeah.
But I was like, I don't have cheese regularly, just here and there. I don't drink milk necessarily.
Yeah. Me neither.
So that was pretty much it. Drink a lot of water. And then my biggest issue the first week was because I'm eating, you have to use quality salt, Himalayan or...
sea salt?
yeah, but it's high-end salt. It's a Celtic salt
Oh, yeah. Okay.
and stuff like that. So high quality because it's high on minerals and it's good for your electrolytes.
Mm-hmm.
So the first week, I started feeling like these wannabe cramps in my legs.
Right.
And they tell you because you're having so much salt and so much fat, you have to drink a lot of water and take electrolytes, and that's going to fix everything.
Hey, wow.
Started electrolytes, gone.
Okay.
Then I realized that my electrolytes were cheating because they're like flavors, so the sugar. And I'm like, oh shit, I messed up. So I went and I found something with 5 calories. It has a little bit of taste, but it's like minimalistic.
Okay, but it's mainly the electrolytes.
And the thing is, I lost weight very quickly. Now I stabilized pretty much, but it's during summer because I do drink here and there, have drinks. Winter, it's going to be a breeze.
For sure.
For sure. Like it's a lot easier. Winter, yeah, summer, you go on a terrace, you want to have a drink. I'm not going to be there with a glass
there
of water.
you won't when it's winter.
But I'm going to do it again. Now I'm finishing my 30 days. I figured I was going to go for 60 and then maybe add some fruits.
Okay.
But I realized I have no craving for pasta, bread, or rice. I was
Right.
shocked. Some people have a lot of difficulty the second and third week. The only craving I had was I saw a couple like watermelon. And I was like, it's so hot outside. Maybe, a little bit of taste.
Give
And
me a
I'm like,
watermelon.
I have
please.
2 weeks left. But I feel great. Sleep amazing. I'm not bloated anymore. 2 days ago, I felt like my left knee was going to swell up.
But it didn't?
Like it felt a little pain, like the beginning.
Yeah.
And then it never did. I woke up the next day and I was like, holy shit.
I did look into it a little bit.
And it's very good for diabetes, by the way.
Yes, it is. But I don't know if it's a type of diet that's sustainable for a very long time.
The most people I follow and the doctors I have, 5 years and more.
Really?
But they say it. Don't feel bad if there's like a birthday and there's cake, eat it. What I realized is listen to your body. Last week I went and had chicken wings on a terrace and they had like some breadcrumb on it. My stomach hurt right off the bat for about an hour. Nothing drastic.
Like what? Maybe you're like gluten.
No, because what I realized and through my reading, right? So they're saying, when you have a steak, usually when you have steak with bread, pasta, and whatever, you go into like a food coma because it takes so much.
It's heavy.
But I realized through the reading is when you eat a mixture of different ingredients, fiber and this and that, your stomach, when it comes to decompose it doesn't decompose it the same way. Because of that, it has to work on double time.
Makes sense.
But if you only eat a steak, it knows it's eating.
Gear.
So it's one type of acid decomposing and it's going to one place.
It's easy.
I haven't had any brain fog, any bloating,
Fatigue.
nothing. Like I could eat 2 steaks and start running like crazy.
Insane, huh?
And the thing is, I'm not saying it works for everybody, but clearly for now, so far, it works for me.
Yeah.
Is it sustainable? Honestly, it is. The only moment I would have an issue is probably traveling because I can't hit steakhouses every night.
No.
But I was like, if I add fruit to this, I think I should be fine. But I'm not in a rush to add fruit. Like if I see fruit, I can take it, avocados and stuff like that. It's all good.
Yeah.
But for now, I'm doing great at home. I rather steaks at home than in restaurants, by the way.
Right.
I cook them at medium rare is the perfect way.
Yeah.
A lot of butter. I eat butter now.
Butter.
I've never tried butter.
Oh, really? I cook a lot with butter.
And butter is amazing. Butter in the coffee is good too. It makes it very creamy. I didn't know these things.
Butter in coffee?
Amazing.
Not all, like, what was it? Coconut oil? People put coconut oil.
No coconut oil, no olive oil, no nothing.
Butter.
Put butter at the bottom of your cup, turn on your coffee machine, shake it, tell me what you think.
What?
It's creamy as.
It hurt your stomach?
Not at all.
Like you have to go to the bathroom right
No,
after?
so what's amazing about this?
You don't have your poops?
So I go to the bathroom about it once every 2 days now. Yes. The lady that I'm following, she goes once every 6 days.
Is that normal?
Yes. So the reason why, for your stomach intestines to actually fill in, it takes a lot more now because it's only beef. So you're decomposing 99% of that steak and taking it all in. The fat is used as energy and the meat that you're decomposing as protein.
There's not much.
There's nothing, like, when you eat corn, it comes out directly.
Yes.
Meat, you eat it, it takes me 2-3 days and I go and it's really tiny. It's nothing major. I'm like, that's it?
It's a little cat poop.
Like my son was telling me, he's like, no, I can't be doing this diet. Forget about it. I love to go to the bathroom. Where am I going to play my games?
He likes his poops.
Exactly. So I realized less and less. Yes, you sweat a lot. You drink a lot of water.
Well, yeah, it makes sense.
A lot. But naturally speaking, like when I go and have my lunch, at least 3 glasses of water.
And how many meals?
So they tell you there's no windows, no nothing. You eat when you're hungry.
Interesting.
The first 3 days I was eating 2 to 3 times.
Okay.
Now I can officially tell you I'm eating twice a day.
Okay.
And that's a natural fast. So I have my breakfast, lunch around 11 noon.
Okay.
And usually it's 3 eggs and a steak.
Oh, so it's always the same kind of thing going on?
But you try to diversify for taste or texture, I guess. So now I'm an expert with eggs, omelets, scrambled eggs.
Butter with eggs.
A lot of butter with eggs.
Butter with eggs.
I tried this. Should try this. Everybody should try this. Take in a bowl, 2 eggs, put some mayo, whip it, put it in the microwave 2 times 30 seconds. It's the fluffiest omelet you'll ever have in your life.
I think it was Gordon Ramsay, sour cream.
Yes.
Sour cream and eggs. And you kind of beat it, very low heat. And then you take it off the heat.
Try
and
that.
You keep doing it. It's
very good.
Fluffy.
But try this.
This is interesting.
Take 2 eggs in a bowl.
But does it have to be a microwave? Because I don't have a microwave. Can
So
it be on the stove?
The reason why I was watching this podcast that had nothing to do with all this And he asked him, what place or where was your favorite omelet? And he's like, honestly, I love microwave omelets. He's like, what is that? He's like, try this. Take 2 eggs, beat them, put mayo in it. He's like, his favorite is the Japanese mayo.
Oh, yeah. I always forget what it's called.
Yeah. He beat it up like it was all like liquid. Put it in the microwave 2 times 30 seconds because you don't want to overheat it one shot. So it's 30 seconds and then another 30. It's like, it goes puffy, this big. It's like literally a cloud.
With a little bit of salt.
Salt, you could put extra cheese, whatever you want on it, cottage cheese, whatever. Fluffy, delicious. Amazing. So now because I'm having eggs almost every day.
Do you get the egg ick sometimes?
But that's the reason why I try different things.
Yeah.
You know, sausage, you know, fake bacon, whatever it is, some ham, whatever type of protein with the eggs. And I'm always having a steak. Steak so far, it's been 3 weeks. Loving it.
Like I love meat. It's cool. Good.
Yeah, even chicken right now doesn't do it for me because it's not fat enough.
Very dry, I would imagine.
So you eat it and then you're like hungry.
That's what is this?
Yeah, exactly. So
because meat is very heavy. Like it does take a toll. Like your stomach really has to work hard to
Trust
digest
me,
it.
it doesn't.
Well, yeah, you just said it takes it because it's working on that alone. So
yeah, but that's
you
why.
Good.
But you don't feel fatigue. You don't feel like you need to take a nap or anything like that at all. Like it's automatic.
You were a big napper, no?
Come again?
You were a big napper?
I haven't napped in a very long time.
Damn, look at you. You're getting younger.
But I'm super hyped.
Is your beard like less white? Is that just me?
No, I wish, but no, not at all. It does wonders to your skin from what I understood.
But you have nice skin.
That's it. So in my case, it doesn't count. But it's really good for inflammation, diabetes. It's incredible. And
diabetes, I can see why it would be good.
There's no sugar.
Yeah. No sugar, no carbs. It's very reminiscent to keto. So you'll be in ketosis.
Yeah. It's like its cousin, but on ketosis, crack.
Yeah. Which is great.
But like I said, I'm not doing it for the weight. Now I'm losing the weight. If I can lose another 10 pounds in the next 3 months, let's go.
And you're losing it like in a healthy pace?
So the first week and a half, I lost 14 pounds.
So that's water retention.
Probably.
Yeah.
But I drink a lot of water.
Imagine how much water retention you had. You see,
yeah. But that's the inflammation.
Was just,
if you have inflammation, for sure it is. I was sweating even while I was sleeping. Like I would wake up, my bed would be wet the first week. But that I heard
your body was detoxifying itself.
Exactly. So
it's wild.
Because it takes time, like I said, for your body to understand. It's like, hey, there's no more carbs coming in.
Yeah.
No more sugar rushes. So now we need energy. Let's go and get fat. So you have to eat fat so it can burn. And if it needs more, because you can gain weight on a carnivore diet. Because if you're eating and you're not moving, more calories coming in than going out, it's still
exactly
right. So you have to listen to your body. Forget about the like.
Do you do like intermittent fasting alongside this?
But it's automatic now. So I eat at noon. I'm gonna eat right after this, and I'm good for the day. And like, if you're hungry during and you don't want to go on a full meal, just cut yourself some butter. Yeah, I kid you not.
And do what with this butter?
Eat it. That's what I said. I eat butter.
You just eat butter?
Butter. It's super good.
Let's think of that commercial. Butter.
Yeah. But I eat butter with salt, of course. And there's these tricks where you freeze it. And it literally almost, you believe, the texture is ice cream.
I can see this.
And I was like, let me try. Butter. But it's rare that I'm hungry during the day, to be honest. My energy levels are good. I've done sports. The only thing that I haven't been disciplined enough is for the gym. I go maybe once or twice.
Well, it's better than nothing, right? It's still moving.
Yeah.
You have to take that into consideration.
Somewhat active, let's just say. But
you're still moving.
Yeah. But I'm just, trying this to see how my body reacts.
Right.
But just the fact that I'm sleeping very well is worth it.
Because I think you always had issues, right?
Well, I had I would sleep, but
wake up.
Now I could wake up during the night, go to the bathroom because I drink so much. And then I put my head on the pillow.
And pass out.
Knock out.
That's amazing. But I think it's important sometimes to kind of try different things. Obviously, inform yourself, consult your doctor and stuff like that, especially if you have, health issues. But it's good. I think it's really important to do your homework, question it. I mean, I work in the medical field. Do they have all the answers? Absolutely not. They do not. And the thing is, it's like they don't tell you this, but it's like you know your body better than everybody else. And it's like, the thing is, they'll look at all your symptoms and they're going to look at the categories And if you check all the symptoms of one specific disease, that's the disease you have. Do you have that disease? Maybe, maybe not. We don't know. Everybody is so different in the way that it responds to stressors and all that stuff. So it's insane. And I remember somebody said that to me. It's like, you may not check all of the symptoms, but if you have the majority, they will put you under that.
Yeah.
And it's like, it almost feels like, I mean, I felt this, like, I felt like I was like, shit. Like they kind of really nail the coffin down for you when they kind of like just give you that sentence. Like it's a life sentence and you're like, oh my God. But you know what? It's like I'm starting to be like, no, it's not. It's what I say it is. You know what I mean? It's my body. So I'm definitely trying to advocate. I've always advocated, like, to be fair, for myself all the time. But I'm trying to be even more reinforceful right now because I think it's important. Because, you know, I find as you get older, there's a lot more worrying, a lot more fears, you know what I mean? And you can get very influenced by that. And I felt like that was what was happening with me. So I had to put my foot down and be like, no, we're going to do it my way. Hit the highway.
Definitely, because you're unique.
Yeah.
Right? Because of your cultural baggage, your health situation, your age, you know, everything, your cycle. Like you add all these, chances of somebody else like you in this world are really minimalistic.
100%.
So your symptoms, your reactions to different methods could vary.
Very much so.
I've learned that what is 30 days in my life?
Exactly.
Of discipline,
Nothing.
right? So I try it. If I like it, if the good outweighs the bad, and like I said, if it fixes my inflammation, what is it for me to eat steak for the rest of my life?
Exactly. And that's the thing. It's not a sacrifice. People will be like, oh, but aren't you going to miss? But that's the thing. It's not a sacrifice. But if it gives us what we want and to feel good, it's not a sacrifice to me. That's a win.
No, but that's it. Like food, as much, like I still love to cook and I still have to cook for my kids. They're too young for this. Right? So
definitely not. Yeah.
I do my protein side. And then I add whatever they want, salads, you know, the rice or whatever. And that's okay. And I see it. And I'm like, no problem.
Exactly.
I have zero issues with, from this side, I'm very disciplined. And because of the results and what I see, I'm cool.
I'm the same way. It's like if it shows results and they're good, positive, why not? Keep on going.
And I suggest everybody should at least try it once in their life for 30 days. Just see what happens. We have a friend in common that I put her in on it. The first 3-4 days were really bad for her.
Oh.
She threw up. Yeah. Because when you're not used to eating that much fat, or maybe the way she did it was way too much fat on straight off the bat.
It could be.
It could be that. I was like, listen, just give me the 30 days. I sent her 2 videos. I'm like, there's going to be ups and downs probably because your body has to readapt.
Right.
And we're creatures of adaptation. Like we adapt constantly.
All the time.
So give your, there's no miracle solution of right away.
Nope.
So I'm like, try this. Try to hold on to the 30 days as long as you don't die from it. Right?
Yeah. Please.
And that's it. Because I found out that there's some people that are allergic to meat.
Yeah.
I did not know that existed. But again, here we go. I'm like, but you would have known by then. But just taking that much intake of fat that quickly right away, some people had like liquid splash diarrhea.
Oh, 100%.
Some people had constipation, right?
Yep.
But I'm like, just pay attention.
You would know early on. Like meat, for me, red meat has not been a very good for me. It affects me. It affects my stomach. It affects a lot of things.
Now, the real question is, does it affect you because you're combining it with other things or not?
I know eggs upset my stomach. So if I eat eggs alone, my stomach just does not take it.
No, but that's a common thing.
But see, the whites, perfect. If the eggs are boiled, I can handle it.
A hard-boiled egg.
Hard-boiled egg, no problem with my stomach. Absolutely not. But if it's like fried or any other way, scrambled, no way, Jose.
Really?
Yeah, my stomach does not like it.
Eggs,
yeah. Meats too. It depends if there's a lot of fat in it. Like fat, like I don't like the fat in meat. It really grosses me out.
That's what saved me.
Just
would have thought.
But it's like the fattiness of the meats. I don't like that. I like the meat part, but not even though that's where the flavor is.
No, but not even that. I had some filet mignon. That's a very lean meat.
Yes.
And I finished eating it and I was super hungry.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is not helping.
Right. But see, that doesn't bother my stomach when I just eat meat like that. You know, I also learned, people when they see like meat that's rare or medium rare and they see the red, that's actually not blood.
The red, the liquid?
It's not blood.
What is it?
Because it's already been drained of blood. Right? The meat, that's what people don't get. It's already drained of blood. It's actually, they say, it's an excretion of the muscle fluid that is like this pinkish color. So it's not actually blood. It's the
Really?
Yes. I did the research. I was so shocked. And I was like, of course, it makes sense.
But that would make sense, yeah, because there's no veins.
There's no, exactly.
Yeah.
So how would that, so people who say, oh my God, that's bloody. It's not blood. It's just the actual release of this, I can't remember what it was. They gave it a name. I don't think it's a hormone. It's like it's like a fluid, something that comes out of the muscles. It's just from the muscles of the meat that just kind of expel that. And I was like,
should I learn something new today?
See, I was shocked too. I was like,
I learned a lot of things today.
Oh man, I learned a lot too.
Very educational podcast here.
That's right. So for people asking, how do you pronounce the podcast's name?
Okay, this actually, this is amazing. So now it's called Cine Podcast, right?
Mm-hmm.
It means duality. I'll give you all the introductions. Well, actually, wait. Let me read it out loud. So that way I'm not going to be doing any mistakes. No, it's called Cine, but there's a triple entendre.
Oh, you see?
To the use of it all. So,
it does help that it's like 3 letters of your name.
A lot of people thought it was because of that.
I know, right?
So the story behind this was it's my daughter that found it. I asked her to look for a short name, ideally with an S, that means somewhat opposites. That's what I was looking for, to stay in the image of saints and sinners, right? Duality.
Which is the essence, right?
So Cine in Berber means two, duality. Philosophical in meaning, it represents balance, complementary, or unity and duality.
Imagine.
And
who knew?
Who wouldn't know?
Who knew?
And technically, I have 3/4 of the name of the pod this time. There's only 1 letter left.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
That's insane.
And I was using the SINI as in sin, in, I. Get it?
Yes, of course. But you spoke about this years ago.
Yeah. So it was like a whole combination
it's like a full
of
circle.
Yeah.
It's like step up. This is the evolution. The evolved.
The most natural evolution I had.
Yes.
Because I didn't even look for this. My daughter found it.
Yeah.
I love the definition.
Yeah.
It was so close. It keeps the S for saint and sinners at the same time. And I was like, it's a lot easier to find now.
It is.
There's no other podcast called Sinning compared to Saint and Sinners. There's like 20 million.
Yeah, that's true.
So that helped me on that. That was another winner. And we'll see how far this rabbit hole goes.
I'm excited.
I'm excited too. I don't know what to expect. I have a couple of ideas, a couple of guests already lined up. After that, I want to keep quality control.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Amen.
And hopefully, like everything else that we've done together, it grows and gets better, right?
Yeah, for sure. Like, I love doing this. I feel like people love hearing us. I just hope that they're ready for this new version of us.
And it's going to be a lot less hectic.
And I think we've reached a point in our lives where hectic is like passe.
And another reason why I call this the legacy podcast in my case, because I was like, this would be a good, not necessarily a gift, but a reminder. Instead of, giving pictures to my kids, this could be full reminders of something more visual.
Yeah. And they can hear you and see you. Yeah.
And I want to be proud of what I'm leaving behind.
100%.
Opinions, questions, even the stupidities. Exactly.
Which sometimes there's lots of wisdom.
Sometimes. Even a broken clock is right twice a day.
Exactly.
Let's try to hit those 2 times.
Yes, please. We'll try hard.
This was the first episode of the new...
And I'm honored to be the first guest.
Yeah, the
co-host.
The first lady of the pod.
Oh, I like this title. Be careful.
Definitely yours. And we'll see where this takes us.
I'm excited.
And on that note...